So we've got double pleasure here today. When we are looking at which student should be awarded the Ruth Probert Medal, the process is that the schools contact us and say, listen, we've had this outstanding student come into our environment, and he or she has performed admirably, has gone really well with teachers, really well with the students, has made a contribution to our school. And we're really lucky at Flinders because we get quite a few nominations from schools, nominating a number of students. So what we are doing today is there were two students in particular that stood out. There were many students who were fantastic and really should be. If we could honour you all, we would. But there were two who stood out in particular. And now we'll move on to the winner of the Probert Medal. So this year we're pleased to award the medal to Jayne Award. Royal Park High School, and also by Dr. Claire McCarthy, who was head University liaison, who I'd like to welcome her to make a few words.
Like all our students, Jayne has spent the last 4 years bringing together the theory and practice of education. Like all of our successful students, she is about to have the honour of joining a profession which may not save lives, but always changes lives. She has studied elements of psychology, sociology, and philosophy. She has learned the importance of pedagogy, and above all, she has become a critical thinker, able to take part in the intellectual discourse of education and society. Her final school professional experience was mentored by 3 experienced and highly capable members of the school staff, supported by a university liaison staff member, lucky me. And most importantly, Jayne taught a wide range of secondary students in all their exciting, demanding, and affecting diversity. I have 3 vivid recollections of Jayne's prac. They all demonstrate the interweaving of this theory and practice. The first was on meeting Jayne's 3 mentor teachers at recess. They shouted out as one, "We want to keep her!" The second was early on in the prac. Jayne was momentarily alone with her class when a bevy of visitors touring the school showed up. It was the principal's tour. Jayne, with all the assurance of the experienced teacher, welcomed them and invited them to watch some of the improvisations of the students in this drama class. I think the visitors stayed for quite a long time, and I heard that they passed on to the principal their admiration for the drama teacher, whose class they had so much enjoyed. I have to admit, this didn't really surprise me, because in tutorials and as a student mentor for our first-year students, Jayne always had the characteristics of confidence, assurance, and bright, shining, articulate intelligence. The third recollection was observing Jayne with a Year 8 class, where together they were reading and enjoying a novel. They discussed it, reflected on it, and created their own stories from it. It was a novel about a refugee family. How beautifully did Jayne lead the students to new understanding, not only of the characters' lives, but also their own, and pivotally to a wider societal view of an important topical issue and one of humanity. Recent psychological theory describes it as transferring the experience of reading fiction into real-world situations. great education and researcher Raywin Connell says, what teachers do in schools is never just conveying a set of facts to pupils. Teachers necessarily interpret the world for and with their pupils. This helps to define teaching as intellectual labour, as a group of intellectual workers. This is the work which will shape the students of the next generation, and I think they are in good hands. Well done, Jayne, you richly deserve this medal.